we got a little bit of an update here. So SAG-AFTRA, if you guys don't know, is basically the Film Actors Guild and voice actors and all kinds of stuff when it comes to the arts of acting. These guys have been taking the high road and going on strike with the voice actors, the motion capture guys, when it comes to video games and their performances in video games. We do have an update with these guys. We're going to talk a little bit about it. So let's go! All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm on the right side of the screen. Voice Actors Union has signed a deal with 80 individual games as strike continues. So this does kind of bring a question that I have because I'm not in SAG-AFTRA, so I don't exactly know. And that is, do you have to basically negotiate the deal for every game, or is it going to be like the gaming studio with SAG-AFTRA? Which, to me, it makes sense that it would be between the gaming studio and SAG-AFTRA. Anyways, while SAG-AFTRA continues to bargain with a majority with major industry players, a several number of small developers have signed agreements allowing voice actors to continue working on their games, which is a good thing because we don't want there to be there's going to be a massive slowdown when it comes to the release of games, and B, the biggest thing is like these people are going to miss out on paychecks and it's going to be harder for them. Actors Union SAG-AFTRA, which also represents voice actors, has announced that companies behind 80 games have agreed to terms over the use of AI. While voice actors and mocap performers, mocap is motion capture, continue to strike against major industry players. The contract, which includes both tiered budget and interim agreements, will allow performers more employment opportunities as the strike continues. So I guess right there, that does kind of bring up, like, I guess it's going to be with the smaller developers and not the big boys. And if you guys didn't know, like, a lot of these bigger companies are going to still fight and be like, we should be able to use AI. And it's been shown that as of right now, with AI, most of the stuff is not going to be good. Most of the stuff that's released with AI, especially ChatGPT, don't get me wrong, has some potential, but you still need humans to go in behind and clean it up. So, honestly, they can turn around and get these guys to do, the motion capture stuff and all that, but the AI is not going to do it as well, and it's not going to be as fluid as a motion capture with an actual human. You take them in, and then you do the performance. Anyways, the video game actors strike began on July 26th this year, with the union demanding fair AI protection for its members. At the beginning of the strike, SAG-AFTRA said that the studios would need to sign one of the agreements offering critical AI protections if they want to hire union talent for covered work, which includes all games that started development after September 2023. So anything before September 2023 is free game. They're going to do what they want when it comes to AI. But after September 2023, they're looking to have everything covered. I hate how they word this. Currently, 80 games are covered by one of these agreements. And a statistic that SAG-AFTRA says proves its terms are reasonable and fair for business. We applaud those video game companies signing our tiered budget and interim agreements, said SAG-AFTRA's chief negotiator, Duncan Crabtree Ireland. That's a hell of a last name. Not only are they doing the right thing by their workers, but they're also helping preserve the human art, the integrity and creativity that fuels interactive storytelling. I'm just going to put this out there. It is a good thing to have this to cover it, but I don't think a lot of these big players really want to come to the table to really try to negotiate this. I say this because when you look at it, it says fuels interactive storytelling, human art, integrity, creativity. A lot of that has gone to the wayside because a lot of the games nowadays come out and it's just a copy and paste from the year before. You're looking at Madden, you're looking at Call of Duty. A lot of those games they lack creativity. Like they really do. But I do believe that there is protections that need to go in place. These agreements signal that video game companies and a collective bargaining group do not represent the will of the larger video game industry, which they don't. You know why? It's because they're in it for the money. They're trying to show to their shareholders, hey, we can make money off of this intellectual property. Hey, we can make money off of including skins. We can make money off of live services. They genuinely don't care as long as they're making money. And that's the biggest thing that they want. They want to be able to make money. And guess what AI does? It saves time. It saves money. That's why a lot of these players don't want to come to the table and negotiate with SAG-AFTRA. Some of the studios have already signed agreements, including Lightspeed LA, which is currently working on the debut game Last Sentinel, as well as Ark Survival Evolved developer studio Wildcard and indie studio Little Bad Games. I'm just going to put it out there. Ark is such a terrible, terrible polished turd. Like, I don't care about it. And I ain't going to lie, I've never even heard of Last Sentinel. And Little Bad Studio Games, I've never even heard of either. I would have to look into them, but like I said, Ark Survival Evolved, they really dropped the ball with that one. I'm just going to put this out there, that they basically shelved the first one, which is a semi-working game in my opinion. I don't care for Ark. They shelved it to release the second one, which they still have to release because they never even finished the first one. They put the horse before the carriage. I mean, they put the carriage before the horse. That's how that studio works. Anyways, SAG-AFTRA adds that some of the games that have signed agreements weren't covered by the strike orders to begin with. And that's because a lot of the people that did sign that like this are working on passion projects. So they don't care about the money. They're looking at it as a passion project, and they want to produce something that is amazing, something that's potentially magical. But have now guaranteed the actors' performances, both past and present, will be protected from unregulated AI use. That's good. The voice actor strike will continue, with the major industry players involved in the bargaining still yet to come to an agreement with SAG-AFTRA. The companies involved in the negotiation include EA, Activision, Take-Two, Warner Bros. Games, and more. It has been confirmed that GTA 6 will be unaffected by the strike, and current live service games are also exempt from the strike. So basically, I hate to put it this way, all the big players, EA, Activision, Take-Two, I guarantee you Epic's involved in this. You know, the reason why they're not coming to the table is because their live service games, you're talking Apex, Fortnite, and GTA obviously, are unaffected. So they got their cash cows. These, I hate to say it, but the actors striking like this is not hurting the big companies in their pocket like they would assume they would. Right? And with live service games being basically exempted from the strike, that's going to hurt the strike efforts. Let's go full screen. Personal opinion, I think what they're doing is great because, like I said, we're not... AI is terrible. They always... Because I work in the field of air traffic control. That's my 9 to 5. And they always tell us every year, ever since I became an air traffic controller, that robots are going to take over. Computers are going to take over for my job, right? And every year, you're in, you're out. The overtake of the AI does not come in. It's always us, us, us. They need us. And that's what unions, for some, I will say some, job fields are very good for. And I think it's very good for the job field of SAG-AFTRA to look after their guys so that, you know, they don't get, basically taken advantage of. And that AI right now is just not in a place that's going to allow it to outshine people. Anyways, you guys have a great, wonderful day. Don't forget to mash that like button, subscribe. Every little bit does help out immensely. Y'all take it easy. Have a great, wonderful day. I'll catch you later.